Welcome to POL Classics. Be sure to check out the best of POL from over the years. It's at its most popular day and time, and guess what? It's only on WNEP+.
WNEP proudly presents the premier outdoor show in northeastern and central Pennsylvania. Pennsylvania Outdoor Life, your window to the great outdoors. Tonight on Pennsylvania Outdoor Life.
Bobcats in Pennsylvania and the research underway to know more about them and how they live. Plus, we'll take you to a pheasant hunt designed just for children.
Lace up those hunting boots. Pennsylvania Outdoor Life starts right now.
Hello everyone and welcome to Pennsylvania Outdoor Life out here in a windy backyard. We have lots to talk about. Yes, we have bobcats to talk about. We're going to tell you how you can win this tent and some of the accessories along with it this November. But more so, hunting of all kinds going on. Wrapped up the early muzzleloader season, youth and senior hunts. But you have a great story involving kids.
You know, this is the second year in a row that we've had the youth pheasant hunt offered by the Pennsylvania Game Commission. And I had a chance to go down to the Friedensburg Fish and Game Club where about 30 youngsters participated, and what a great pheasant hunt those kids had.
Well, I'm Jeff Sproul. This is Friedensburg Fish and Game Association, and we're holding a youth pheasant hunt for 36 young kids from around the area. We put them through a little bit of a program where we give them a class, we talk to them about pheasant hunting, and we bring them out, warm them up on some plays, and get their skills sharpened a little bit. And we introduce them to a guide and his dog, and we take them down about a third of a mile long field with some birds in front of them. The youth pheasant hunt started last year with PA Game Commission. I believe last year was the first year for it. They have a mentored youth program. What I did is I seen it on the website, their mentored program, and I read up about it, and we decided to hold one here at the club. We have a hen and a rooster in a cage inside there. If I can talk them into holding one, I'll certainly pull it out of the cage and allow them to do it. Just hang on to that right there.
It's holding right over top of your head.
See that tuft? Got a lot of color. Big red patches to the eyes. They're beautiful birds. We talk about line hunting, the etiquette of hunting behind dogs, hunting with other people, and you know, how a bird takes flight, what kind of habitat the bird wants to go through. The main thing we stress is our firearm safety, carrying position, when to unload and to load, when to take the safety off, and when to put it back on. In Schuylkill County, it's roosters only. This is not a hen area. So what we do is we want to stock hens so that we teach them recognition at the same time. That they, cannot shoot a hen if it comes up. We have to be able to recognize that colorful bird is the one we want, where the hen is the dull brown, that's the one we don't want.
After the instructional part of the morning was completed, we were introduced to our guide, George Young, and his English setter, Glock.
Expect them to make a point. We'll go in all together. Like if I want us to pick up pace and stay with me so we're all even. Okay, and I'll flush the bird, and again, you guys know your shooting zones, right? Should be it. Gunners are ready. Glock. Yep. Find a bird. Glock. Easy, buddy. Good boy. Got a good nose. It should be out in here. Good boy, Glockers. Good boy. Dog tell you they're the bird, always believe them. Because they're not lying. You ready, boss? Good boy, Glock. We have a bird here. Good boy. All right, guns, keep your eyes at the sky. Keep your eyes up, buddy. Keep them up. The bird's right up here. Everyone's even. Safeties are on. Safety should be on. And bird, it might be a hen bird. Okay, now we're going to look. Here it is, and he's facing this way. Nice shot. Great shot. Safety's on. Gun safe. Good boys. All right. That was a great shot.
Along with a handful of male hunters in our group was Hannah, one of 3 female hunters that were registered for the hunt that day.
Good boy, Glackers. Still gotta get her a bird. He don't like stickies. He's a girly dog. But he'll find a bird. All right, find a bird. Yours, dear. Get her. Get her. Oh.
Now, you were one of a few girls with a lot of guys. Did that bother you?
Not really, because my mom's a hunter too,
Okay.
so.
Come on, it's all yours, Hannah. We don't want to be running in front. Yours. Okay, man. Okay. Okay. It was high. I thought it was excellent. I was really impressed about these young hunters who obviously were trained well with their parents and safety courses, I assume. I was very impressed with all their safety.
Are you a little discouraged today that you didn't get any birds?
Well, sort of, but I think I'm going to be going out Monday at Blue Marsh pheasant hunting, and I'm definitely going to be here next year.
Well, we want to say a big thank you to Jeff Sproul and the folks at the club there for a great job, Jake. It was a great opportunity for the kids to get out. A lot of people brought their dogs, volunteered their time and their efforts, and boy, it really made a nice hunt for the kids.
It's great. Kudos on those guys.
Yeah. Where was that when we were kids?
You know, you're right. You're right. And I
Boy.
think more of my friends probably would have been in hunting
Yes.
if had that been the case.
I'm sure of it. I know I would have been quicker to get involved.
Yep. Now we have to take a short break because we're going to bring out the makeup people and take care of our hair because we're being blown apart here by this wind.
Yeah, oh yeah.
But when we come back, we're going to have part 1 of a 2-part look at bobcats, and we're going to tell you more about the tent we're giving away in November, so stick around.
We'll have even more POL Classics on WNEP Plus right after this.
Welcome back to Pennsylvania Outdoor Life. You know, Jake, there is just all kinds of stuff going on right now, all kinds of seasons. We've got turkey season coming up, small game season's already in progress, just opened up. And there's another season that's kind of new to Pennsylvanians, and that's the opportunity to go out and get a bobcat.
Just a couple of years old, but there's a lot of information we don't know about the bobcat in Pennsylvania. Are there really enough to have a hunt? The Game Commission thinks so. The gentleman in charge of the research for bobcats in Pennsylvania is Matt Lavallo, and he's here to tell us more about this feline.
Pennsylvania's bobcat population, and particularly in north central Pennsylvania, where we are here today, is probably we're probably among the highest in bobcat density of any of the northeastern states right now. Bobcats have done very well in Pennsylvania, primarily due to the combined efforts of sportsmen and women in the state, and really the efforts of our agency to protect bobcats in the 1970s when populations were at a low. Because of some management approaches that have been employed, and because of our understanding of bobcat ecology through field research, I think we've gained a better handle on how to allow these populations to grow, and they have been growing in Pennsylvania probably at about 10 to 12% annually. We're seeing continual increases throughout the state. particularly in the past decade throughout the north central, central, and southwest regions of Pennsylvania. And some of our neighboring states are seeing similar trends, increases in their bobcat populations as well. The season that we opened in 2000 was based on many of the studies that began in 1985 here in Pennsylvania. And based on the trends that we had been seeing and the increases we'd been documenting, we felt that we could safely and conservatively harvest the number of bobcats from a few select regions of Pennsylvania, and that's the approach that we've taken. With that season, I think we can say that Pennsylvania has one of the most conservative harvest strategies anywhere in North America. Bobcats are harvested in 38 states currently, and we probably have the most conservative approach of any of those states. And that's because we want to see bobcat populations continue to increase in density, and we'd like to see continued geographic expansion of bobcat populations into other areas of the state. This field work is really, I think, on the cutting edge. We're among the first to attempt to derive empirical estimates of juvenile bobcat survival. There have been literally hundreds of field investigations over the last 20 years throughout North America on various aspects of bobcat ecology, but nobody has been able to produce strong empirical estimates of just how many of these juveniles survive into a breeding age class. And that's important to us because that's the type of information we need to accurately predict bobcat population growth in Pennsylvania.
Dick Hilligist helped trap, radio collar, and release bobcats for the study.
That is one big female bobcat. You won't find females much bigger than that.
And that's really the ultimate goal, is to really contribute to the body of scientific knowledge on this topic. The estimates that are out there are very crude. Some people suggest that bobcat survival range is anywhere from 33% up to 70% juvenile survival. Last year during our first field season, we had 6 juveniles tagged. 5 of those juveniles made it into early winter. And so we suspect we have a much higher survival rate than that here in Pennsylvania, but our goal is to have good on-the-ground estimates to use in our population models.
Armed with radio telemetry and compasses, the team tries to narrow down the location of the female bobcat and her kittens.
Mike, do you have a good bearing?
Todd.
I do have a good bearing, however, it is not on the same track as the original den site. 10-4 mine's off by about 15 degrees also. That's why I want to have some good bearings to walk in case we don't see her.
We had a female that we had located multiple times on a hillside here in Bradford County. We suspected she had a den site. We had actually come in on this den site at a prior date and had some observation of the area, so we were fairly comfortable we'd be able to move into this area. We set up quietly this morning. We approached quietly. We were able to locate the female in a crevice under a large boulder. Typically the females leave the den site when we approach. This female would not leave the den site. She was somewhat protective of her kittens, and we could see the kittens in there with her.
And finally, after moving dirt, rocks, and sticks away from the opening, the eyes of a bobcat appear as she's laying there nursing her kittens.
Every other den that we've done, that we've been able to work on, the female has fled the den site, and typically she'll circle us 100 meters, 200 meters out, and then come back in on the site after we leave. This is kind of an unusual situation here today, and it may have been the result of the den site itself. She had no escape path from one entrance into the den, and no safe escape path once we were at the den site.
So yes, Pennsylvania, there are bobcats in Pennsylvania, and yes, we did follow them around. You had a couple days in the field. This two-part series, this two-part look at bobcats is actually 4 days in the making. We are out in the woods with them chasing bobcats. Next week, we will have part 2 where we actually find bobcat kittens and do research with them, and it's an incredible story. Thank you, Matt, for everything you're doing for the bobcats and inviting us along.
We put some time into that one.
Yes, we did. Yes, we did.
Well, we're going to go away for a break, but don't you go away, because when we come back, we're going to talk some more about this little old tent over here, and we have a few little accessories we're going to give away with it.
POL Classic, we'll have much more of it on WNEP Plus right after this.
Welcome back to Pennsylvania Outdoor Life. You know, Jake, turkeys, this is odd.
Is this one of those accessories that is this one of the accessories that you're talking about? These are old. It's pretty cold out there and we have a heater in here. No, we don't.
It's the only thing warm right now. Boy, with all that, we have turkey season coming up here pretty quick, and Dale Butler's going to give us a few good tips on how to call turkeys.
The way I like to hunt turkeys in the fall, you just scatter up the flock. You sneak in behind them, you find the flock, and you split them up. Now, after you split them up is when the fun begins. You want to wait about a half an hour or so, or until you hear the first bird call. And that time, the best thing to respond with is a kiki run. It's the last call of a young turkey. A kiki run is probably the most often used call in the fall of the year, and I'm going to give you a few demonstrations of different variations of the kiki run. That's the last call of a young bird. They get very excited at times. Don't worry about making a mistake. It's the fall of the year. The more turkey sounds you can make, the more exciting you get, the better off you are. There's other calls you can use also. That was demonstrated on a mouth call, but a kiki run isn't the only call. Any call will work. A yelp on the old faithful box call. We'll call them up in the fall of the year. The slate call and many other calls. Most of them are very productive in the fall of the year. This is Dale Butler, Pennsylvania Outdoor Life Field Staff Representative with your tip of the week.
Well, Dale, we want to thank you for those great tips on how to call turkeys. And speaking of turkeys, here's a couple of turkeys.
Do you think anybody's at home taking you seriously right now?
I don't think anybody's taking this seriously.
Brian, come here. I got an itch on my cheek. Okay, I got it.
There you go, Jake.
Now, one of the other popular segments here on Pennsylvania Outdoor Life is Pennsylvania People and Places. Let's go look at some of the photos where I continue to itch my cheek. Here they are. We open this week's edition of Pennsylvania People and Places with third grader Nicole Vozdovich of Mountaintop and the 19.5-inch largemouth bass she caught while fishing with her dad at Lily Lake in Luzerne County. After this picture was taken, the beauty was released so another lucky angler can catch him. Nice going, Nicole. Our next photo comes to us all the way from State College. 2-year-old Sierra Watkins from State College is seen here displaying her first trout. This 9-inch brookie was landed on the second day of the trout season along 6 Mile Run. Let's check out some turkey photos. Joe Domines Jr. of Honesdale is seen here with the spring gobbler that he shot on the first day of the spring season. Joe's bird weighed 20 pounds and sported a 9-inch beard. Now we're told that Joe's father called this bird in for him early enough that he was able to make it for work for 7 a.m. In our next photo, we see a trio of successful fall turkey hunters. From left to right, we have James, Brian, and James Hiller Jr. of Turbotville. The three managed to call the same flock of bird in 3 different times, and each had their own bird by 10:30 in the morning. That's what I call a great morning in the woods. Nice going, guys. In our final photo for this evening, we see Pete Chupka of Shavertown on the left and Fritz Garnulis of Wilkes-Barre on the right, and the gobblers they shot during the last week of the season. Pete's bird sported a 10-inch beard, while Fritz's had a 9.5-inch beard. The pair were hunting in Wyoming County when they hit the jackpot. With these successful turkey hunters, we'll put a close to yet another edition of Pennsylvania People and Places.
Well, thanks for those great photos. And remember, you have to have your camera with you if you want to get those kinds of photos, Jake.
I know. I wish I had a camera so I could take a picture of your head coming out of this tent right here.
All I can imagine is this big old nose sticking out of here.
You know what? We are going to take a short break. We are going to tell you more about this cabin or this tent that we're giving away. Welcome back to Pennsylvania Outdoor Life. You know, if you're a loyal viewer of Pennsylvania Outdoor Life, you know, right around deer season, November, we give away a big contest. We give away a big machine of some kind. And this year you're asking, what's this tent? Well, what we forgot to tell you is that co-host Ken Hunter is on the other side of this tent, and the whole tent is attached to an Arctic Cat 500. Start it up for us.
And boy, I'll tell you what, Jake. Listen to that, huh? It starts better than my car does.
It's ready to rock and roll.
Yes, sir.
Rusty Palmer, once again, an Arctic Cat, supplying this incredible machine. It's called an MRP. It's got all these fixings, including some really neat accessories, and we'll be telling you all about it. What are we calling this contest? the Arctic Cat Contest.
That's a good name.
Isn't it? It's nice and plain, nice and simple, and of course it's the Arctic Cat Contest. Next week we'll have all the rules for you, including the first set of clues that you need to win this baby. What's it feel like?
Oh, Jake, this is great. I'm glad I got to get on it first. You haven't been on it yet, have you?
No, I haven't.
Oh, my.
I plan on spending some time on it, though.
Starts up nice, and just seeing all this stuff around you, having this tent like this.
I know.
I mean, the first time I saw it, you could actually put a sleeping bag down and stay overnight in that thing.
We are going to show you how cool it is to have that blind and have all the accessories here attached to this Arctic Cat. And again, we have to thank our buddy Rusty Palmer up there in Honesdale, Pennsylvania. He has supplied the whole thing and the fixins along with Arctic Cat.
What a package, Jake. Somebody's going to be happy with this.
The Arctic Cat Contest. Arctic Cat 500 MRP with the blind and the whole works. Why don't we slide over here, Ken, and take a look at our giveaway for this evening. And these are pretty cool items.
Pretty cool. I'd like to have this on right now.
Yeah, why, your cheeks ready to fall off?
Yeah, my goodness, it's chilly out here. Great pair of Woolrich shirts. This is a nice heavy Woolrich shirt. Another nice button-down shirt from Woolrich, our good friends. They've given these to us to give away.
Pennsylvania.
Right here in Pennsylvania. And boy, they're outdoor people with outdoor clothes. So there they are, a couple of great-looking shirts.
Excellent. Let's roll out the barrel. Let's remind you to practice safety if you're out there doing your turkey hunting or archery hunting. You need fluorescent orange now. Follow the rules so that you come out of the woods safe and hopefully successful with some game.
Well, let's see who our lucky winner is going to be here, Jake. I'll get one way down here in the end. How's that?
That sounds great.
There we go, and the lucky winner is James Huff from Penn Argyle.
Hey, James, congratulations. Let's make our way back over here because you're not going to be the only one to start this up today.
Oh, boy, you're going to get a crack at this, too?
I am, too. Okay. We have to also remind you, we've been out doing some incredible stories. I know you've got some lined up for us archery hunts.
Yeah.
We were on a father-son black powder muzzleloader hunt that was successful. Now, how do you start this up?
Just
you turn it on,
hit the green button, and you're ready to go.
Oh,
that's
baby!
isn't it?
I don't think the lawn of the cabin is going to look the same.
We're going to have
really
some ripping and tearing to do here, Jake.
Again, we're calling this the. How do you shut it off? See, I don't even know any of the rules yet.
Turn the key.
Oh, Jesus!
Just like that. Nothing to it.
So, how many TV guys does it take to shut off an ATV? We've been working on some good stories for you this fall. We've got the Arctic Cat Contest, courtesy of Rusty Palmer. What an incredible giveaway we have coming up.
More Bobcat stuff coming up.
Part 2.
Oh, yeah, a lot of great stuff yet.
A good fall ahead. For everybody here at Pennsylvania Outdoor Life, I'm Don Jacobs. For Ken, Hunter, Brian, and everyone else at WNEP, we wish you the very best in the great outdoors.
So long now.
So long now.
Pennsylvania Outdoor Life is a local presentation of WNEP TV. We're proud to serve northeastern and central Pennsylvania.
Shoot straight.
Thank you for joining us for a look back at POL Classics. Now I'm going to invite you to join us every Sunday night at 6:30 on WNEP+.